let me ask you this then. The TTD, the independent, so-called independent board that runs the Tirupati temple, has invited Jagan Mohan Reddy multiple times as chief minister to come to the temple. Then they don't insist for a declaration.
Ma'am, please remember TTD
And now
is a totally political appointment.
And there is a political laddu that is being cooked in the state, you are asking him for a declaration. Nahi to hypocrisy ki bhi seema hoti hai na, Rahul.
Please, Shreya ji, remember all the temple boards are political appointments. That's a larger issue. The Hindu community doesn't have a right over their own temples, just like our Muslim and Christian brothers have over their mosque and church. All these appointments are political appointments. When left or when one party comes, they will appoint their people. When the second party comes, they will appoint their people. So please remember, TTD board or any board in India are totally of political appointments and political rehabilitation of their own people. They are not spiritual appointments. They are not guardians of the Hindu community. They are not from believers. Please don't forget this point. So when a person who appoints is by either Jagan Mohan Reddy or Naidu sir, it's natural for them to be, inviting them back. So TTD giving invitation should not be a yardstick because they are political appointments.
I take your point. Fair point. And if you're a political appointee, you will implement the agenda of the political master who has appointed you, whether it is in Jagan Mohan Reddy's time or whether it is in Chandra Babu Naidu's time. So that we are very clear on. Madhavan Narayanan, I always get you into the show in the end, though I can see you looking slightly bored and just smiling through what everyone is saying. There's a reason for it. I just want you to hear everyone and then put the story in journalistic perspective for us. As I said, I find this a classic diversionary tactic. Kal tak kuch aur baat, aaj kisi ke religion ki baat, parson there'll be some other baat.
Yeah, I think Shreya, today you have already yourself said most of the stuff that I wanted to say. Okay, you put facts in perspective very well, which I was the only one to do in an analytical article when reporters were not doing it. Even the NDTV report said there were false positives possible. You put in the chronology very well. The whole issue was midwifed and born only 6 weeks ago after Jagan Reddy ceased to be chief minister. And the YSR Congress spokesman very pertinently pointed out that TDP cadres are talking about this whole thing, whereas officially TDP says he should be allowed to go, which means what we are seeing is a politics of vendetta and innuendo. Innuendo means you are Hinduizing the narrative, which wasn't there before, and trying to make political capital out of it. That is what TDP is doing. And Chandra Babu Naidu is sounding like Tantra Babu Naidu. He's using this Tantra or das Tantra to get back at Jagan Reddy, all because, Jagan can go and see Jagannath as far as I'm concerned. I am personally impressed by the work of TDT. I've contributed money to it. I've been to Tirupati. They do excellent work on afforestation and everything dear to me, helping the sick. But this is not my Tirupati. Whatever is happening now, if it is going to be politicized so much, Chandra Babu Naidu has to now worry about 4 things. Let me list them because you said most of it. There's not much for me to add, except that even the NDTV angle sounds a little shady to me. 4 things. First of all, this is not the Chandra Babu Naidu I used to know. There was a statesmanly-like personality who was not into petty politics, who was seen as somebody who made Hyderabad a tech city. And today he's lost Hyderabad and he's also losing his image. So he has to introspect. Second thing, his own son, Nara Lokesh, is supposed to be a political heir. And looks like this whole Hinduization is taking the whole thing where Pawan Kalyan is emerging as a new hero in Andhra politics and Naidu may be ending up as a loser. Third thing, there was an image that Chandra Babu Naidu was playing with a straight bat even when he was doing business with BJP, and therefore even minorities could trust him. Now he may be losing that trust. Last but not the least, let me read the fine print in the whole thing. Ayodhya temple is seeing more visitors these days than Tirupati. Andhra Pradesh is losing its prestige because of all this petty politics, because people would want to see Tirupati Lord Jagannath as the all-embracing one. And as you rightly mentioned, Shah Rukh Khan and Abdul Kalam have visited the temple. Why this sudden declaration politics? It's all because of some nuance to pick up and create an optics of narratives, because there has been, between Pawan Kalyan and Chandra Babu Naidu, there seems to be a bigger competition on who will be the political vassal to the BJP in a Hindu hegemonic
the good
Hindu
thing, and I can
preeminent kind of a situation. Therefore, yeah, I think I see politics all over it, Shreya. In fact, normally I try to be very careful and balanced with you. Today, I'm afraid, there is only one way to look at it to make it balanced, which is that you hit me on Amravati, I will hit you on Tirupati. This is what is happening, because Jagan was very vicious in attacking Chandra Babu Naidu on Amravati. It's a dream project.
Correct.
And also jailing him on a very, in my opinion, a blown-up case on skills development. This is pure revenge. Vendetta plus innuendo. There you have it.
Okay. So, Madhavan Narayan, thank you very much. As I said, I always come to you in the end for perspective, but I just want to end this debate on a slightly positive note. Irrespective of the controversy blowing, irrespective of the question being raised on whether Jagan Mohan Reddy is a Christian or a Hindu, the fact is that the sale of Tirupati Laddus remains unaffected. So, as they say, Janta hai, sab janti hai. We leave it there for the moment. Madhavan Narayan, thank you very much for joining us. Rahul Ishwar, good to have you on the show. Professor Jyotsna, always good to have you on the show. And Satish Reddy ji, thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen,